Hey everybody, happy almost Valentine's Day. Are you feeling the love in the air? I know I am. Speaking of love, have you got a little crush on someone special and don't know what to do? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to chat about 10 things you can do when you've got it bad for someone. Trust me, these tips will help you navigate the exciting and sometimes nerve-wracking world of crushes. Oh, and before I forget, I've partnered with some amazing brands to bring you some fantastic Valentine's Day gift ideas. Be sure to check out the link in the description for some seriously sweet deals. Chapter 1. Get to know them. They're not just a pretty face. Alright, so you've got a crush. That's fantastic. But before you start planning your dream wedding, let's pump the brakes a little and get to know this person, shall we? And I mean really get to know them, beyond that dazzling smile or those sparkling eyes. Think of it like this. You wouldn't buy a car without taking it for a spin first, right? You gotta lift the hood, kick the tires, maybe even check the trunk for any surprises. Okay, bad analogy, but you get the point. Find out what makes them tick. What are their passions? What makes them laugh? What kind of music do they listen to? Do they also enjoy long walks on the beach and cuddling by the fireplace? Okay, maybe skip that last one for now. You might scare them off. The best way to do this is to spend time together. And no, I don't mean stalking their Instagram or liking every post they've ever made since 2012. Join clubs or groups where they hang out. Strike up a conversation. Ask questions and actually listen to the answers. You might be surprised by what you learn, and hey, you might even discover you have some things in common. Remember, building a connection takes time. So relax, be yourself, and enjoy getting to know this amazing person. Chapter 2. Compliment them, because everyone loves a little flattery. Alright, who doesn't love a good compliment? It's like a warm hug for your soul. But listen up, because there's a fine art to giving compliments, especially when you've got a crush. The key here is sincerity. Don't just throw out generic lines like "you're so pretty" or "you're so cool." Dig a little deeper. Notice the little things. Maybe they're wearing a shirt with a band you love, or they aced a presentation in class. That's your chance. Tell them, "Hey, I love that band. Great taste in music," or "Wow, you totally killed it in class today. You're so articulate." See the difference? It's specific, it's genuine, and it shows you're actually paying attention. And when you compliment someone on something other than their looks, it shows you appreciate their personality and their talents. Trust me, a well-placed, sincere compliment can go a long way. It makes the other person feel good, and it might just make them smile and think, "Hey, this person is pretty great." And who knows, it might just spark a conversation. Chapter 3. Be yourself, because everyone else is taken. Okay, this one is so important I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be the best darn version of you that you can be. Because trying to be someone you're not is exhausting. And let's be honest, it's just not sustainable in the long run. Think about it. Do you really want to spend your time pretending to love something you hate just to impress someone? Or worse, do you want to build a relationship on a foundation of lies? Not a good look, my friend. Embrace your quirks, your sense of humor, your love for vintage socks, whatever it is that makes you, you. Because the right person will appreciate you for all that you are, not for who you pretend to be. And trust me, there's nothing more attractive than someone who is comfortable in their own skin. It shows confidence, it shows self-awareness, and it shows that you're not afraid to be vulnerable. And that, my friends, is incredibly attractive. Chapter 4. Lend a helping hand, because kindness is contagious. Remember that old saying, actions speak louder than words? Well, it's especially true when it comes to crushes. Sure, words are nice, but there's something about going out of your way to help someone that speaks volumes. Now, I'm not saying you have to perform grand gestures of love and devotion. It's the little things that count. Did they forget their notebook? Offer to share yours? Are they struggling to carry a heavy bag? Lend a hand? Did they mention they were feeling under the weather? Surprise them with a cup of soup or a funny get-well card. These small acts of kindness show that you're thoughtful, you're caring, and you're paying attention to their needs. Plus, it's a great way to break the ice and start a conversation. And who knows, maybe they'll even return the favor someday. And wouldn't that be nice? Chapter 5. Show interest, because their passions should matter to you. Remember how we talked about getting to know your crush? Well, this is a huge part of that. People love to talk about things they're passionate about, so why not use that to your advantage? If they're obsessed with a certain band, ask them about their favorite album or if they've ever seen them live. If they're a bookworm, ask them for recommendations or share your own favorite reads. If they're into sports, talk about the latest game or ask them to teach you how to play. Even if you don't know much about their hobbies, show genuine interest and ask questions. It shows you care about what's important to them, and it gives you a chance to learn something new. Plus, who knows, maybe you'll discover a shared passion, and wouldn't that be a wonderful way to bond? Chapter 6. Make 'em laugh, because laughter really is the best medicine. Okay, let's be honest. Is there anything better than a good laugh? It's contagious, it's therapeutic, and it can instantly lighten the mood. And when you can make your crush laugh, well, that's just magic. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a stand-up comedian or constantly cracking jokes. Just be playful, be silly, and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. Share a funny anecdote, send them a hilarious meme, or just make eye contact and make a silly face. Laughter is a powerful tool. It breaks down barriers, it creates a sense of connection, and it shows that you don't take yourself too seriously. And who knows, maybe your crush has a secret crush on someone with a great sense of humor. Like you. Chapter 7. Be a good listener, because everyone wants to feel heard. In a world full of distractions, being a good listener is a seriously underrated skill. And when you have a crush, well, it's more important than ever to really listen to what they have to say. I'm not talking about just nodding your head and saying uh-huh while you're checking your phone. Put your phone down, make eye contact, and really pay attention to what they're saying. Ask clarifying questions, show empathy, and let them know that you're genuinely interested in their thoughts and feelings. People can tell when you're really listening, and it makes them feel valued and respected. Plus, it gives you a chance to learn more about them and deepen your connection. And who knows, they might just be so impressed by your listening skills that they won't be able to resist your charms. Chapter 8. Give them space, because absence makes the heart grow. Okay, I know this one might sound counterintuitive, but trust me on this. As much as you might want to spend every waking moment with your crush, it's important to give them space to breathe. Think about it. Would you want someone constantly hovering over you, texting you nonstop, and basically suffocating you with attention? Probably not. Everyone needs their space to recharge, pursue their own interests, and just be themselves. So resist the urge to text them every 5 seconds or stalk their every move on social media. Give them the space they need to miss you, to think about you, and to appreciate the time you do spend together. Remember, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So step back, let them breathe, and trust that they'll come back to you wanting more. Chapter 9. Be confident, because confidence is sexy. Let's face it, confidence is a major turn-on. When you believe in yourself, it shows, and it draws people in. It's like a magnet, attracting all the good vibes. So how do you exude confidence when you have a crush? Well, it starts with loving yourself. Embrace your strengths, accept your flaws, and rock what you've got. Stand tall, make eye contact, and don't be afraid to let your personality shine through. Remember, you are amazing just the way you are, and the right person will see that and adore you for it. And when you believe in yourself, it makes it easier for others to believe in you too. So go out there, be your fabulous self, and watch the sparks fly. Chapter 10. Take it slow, because Rome wasn't built in a day. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything right now, and we want it fast. But when it comes to matters of the heart, well, it's best to slow down and savor the journey. Don't rush into anything. Let the relationship develop organically. Enjoy the butterflies, the stolen glances, the awkward first dates. These are all part of the fun. Remember, a strong and lasting connection takes time to build. So be patient, be present, and enjoy every step of the way. And who knows, maybe this crush will blossom into something truly special. Well, there you have it. 10 tips to navigate the exciting world of crushes. Remember, be yourself, be kind, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And don't forget to check out the link in the description for some amazing Valentine's Day gift ideas. You might just find the perfect something to make your crush swoon. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more love and relationship advice, and share it with your friends. And remember, you're all amazing and deserving of love.